What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, we're going to be going over talking about each and every one of the new Pantheon cards added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM, as well as talking about, look, in this situation, we're getting 100 overalls. We are going to get Invincible Dr. J. What do those cards look like as well? Now, am I going to ever, gas those cards to the, to the moon? Probably not. It's just kind of the way I am. I don't like gassing cards that are going to be as expensive, but like the 100 overall Cade is probably going to be incredibly good. So in this video today, we're going to be taking a look at each and every one of these cards did come out today, as well as some of your best budget-ish ballers. Can these budget guys compete at the very highest level? That's what we're going to be taking a look at. As we do dive into it, please smash that subscribe button. Let's start with the diamond, Sam Hauser. 96 3 ball, 87 speed defensively. The card looks okay. 45 block is kind of troll. To me, Sam Hauser on very quick. What does that look like? Again, we'll have to see. Normal leaner on very quick is going to be fine. D-book dribble style. 6'7 shooting guard. I honestly think Sam Hauser is going to be most useful in like offline modes, offline settings, as just being a guy to get you threes. The 85 driving dunk is good enough for Sam Hauser. No, it's not necessarily the best in the game, but it is solid enough that you can at least use it, and it's not gonna hurt you, and you should be able to dunk the ball pretty consistently on the floor. So when I am looking at the new Pantheon card, starting with Sam Hauser, he's gonna be a guy that shoots the ball well, but that's really about it. Banton up next, 6'8 at the point guard position. Now, I haven't looked enough at the card, but what do I always say are the two most important stats somebody can have? A three ball and what else? Speed, okay? Banton has a 95 speed rating. 95. I don't think you guys realize how important that is. He's 6'8 with a 95 speed rating. Defensively, okay, I would like to see more of these on Hall of Fame, stuff like that, but it's okay. 87 3 ball. To me, it's going to come down to what does this release look like? I have not used Banton all year long, so I have no idea what that release is going to look like. Normal leaner, Jalen Green, dribble style as well. Banton to me looks like a really good, really solid player. Again, I think there is a lot still to be determined here on how good Banton truly is going to be, what the ceiling of the card is going to be. But 6'8 point guard, I think he has a lot of potential. Bona up next to Adem. Bona, 74 3 ball, 90 speed, good interior, solid perimeter. Not great, but is solid enough. Defensively going to be solid. Can he green shots? That's what it's going to come down to. Bona base on very quick, normally in a rush dribble style. Again, what does that release look like? Is really going to, is really what it's going to come down to for Bona. Because if that release is really solid, everything else checks out. I wish that the three ball was slightly higher for Bona, but everything else about the card is absolutely incredible. And is something that I definitely am a fan of. So defensively for Bona, especially at that power forward position, going to be really solid. I just wish, maybe that three ball was slightly higher. We'll have to see what all of these not even regs, but all of these current cards releases look like. AJ Lawson up next from the Toronto Raptors, 6'6", 6'7 wingspan, 93 ball, 89 speed, defensively okay, decent driving dunk. AJ Lawson on very quick, normal leaner, Jalen Green dribble style. I mean, okay, I can't get super stoked about it. He's fine. He's definitely a card you can use and have success with. But am I like super stoked about AJ Lawson? Nah. In my opinion, card is just mediocre. Tim Hardaway Jr. up next. The guy went crazy the other night. For everybody that said Tim Hardaway Jr. should get benched, hey, he played well. 96 3 ball, 93 speed defensively. All right, what was that? Yesterday? Yeah, last night that he played well. Tim Hardaway, I'm very quick. Tim Hardaway Jr. Leaner. Again, I don't know what that leaner looks like. I don't know what that release on very quick looks like, but what I do know is defensively, Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to leave something to be desired, right? Only 6'6". I mean, defensive stats, they're fine. They're just not necessarily perfect. They're just not necessarily great. And so that's like the thing for me when I am looking at like a card like this is it's like he's going to shoot the ball, has a good driving dunk. At 6'6", though, he just looks pretty mediocre. Kevin Porter Jr. up next, 6'4". Kind of a weird thing. Like, I think KPJ has been, 6'6" in past years. 6'4", 94 3 ball, 94 speed defensively. Okay. KPJ on very quick, Pro 2 leaner. Offensively, he's going to be really good. To me, the problem is defensively, right? Defensive stats are not great, only 6'4". But again, offensively speaking, Kevin Porter Jr. is going to be a stud on this game. His stats are good, obviously. Release-wise is good. You know what you're getting out of KPJ. And again, for me, I I think, KPJ is going to be, a solid budget point guard. Do I think he's going to be better than a guy, let's say, like Dyson Daniels? Absolutely not. But KPJ offensively is going to be one of your best budget-ish options in the game. Now, I skipped the rest of them. Okay, Thabo Sefolosha up next. When you think of Thabo Sefolosha, you think 3-and-D type player. And that's exactly what he's going to do for you guys. 94 3-ball, 94 speed. Already you're knowing what you're going to get. 6'6", good shooting, great defense. Utah based on very quick KCP upper, I think is going to be really solid. We'll have to wait and see. Normal laner, Jalen Green dribble style. I think Thabo Sefolosha is an incredibly good card on this game. And I might be, really not one of the rare people to gas him, but I'm telling you right now, if you have like a budget-ish squad and you are looking for a pure defensive stopper, Tabo's going to be good because he's going to be able to knock down shots. He has a smooth release. There's just a lot to like about Thabo, in my opinion. I think at 6'6", his frame, his release, movement, I think Thabo is going to be really good on the floor. Ramon Sessions up next, 93 3-ball, 97 speed. Defensively looks okay. Not great. Problem is he's only 6'3". One thing about him though, PJ Tucker base on very quick. Jetty Osman upper is going to be weird. Normally or weird. Garland dribble style. Again, he can't really dunk. His defense isn't going to be great because he's undersized. I do like the fact that like release wise he looks okay. But Ramon Sessions is going to stink on this game. Larry Nance Jr. up next, 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. Odd spots from 4 to 5 places around the arc. 86 3-ball, 90 speed, good dunking, good defense. Is it crazy that I really like what this Larry Nance Jr. gets into? Because like when I'm looking at his stats, the card looks absolutely elite. Larry Nance Jr. based on very quick, rush dribble style. Normal leaner. There's just a lot to like about Larry Nance Jr. in my opinion. I don't think there's too many better budget small forwards in this game than what Larry Nance Jr. can give you guys on the court. And you guys can say I'm gassing it all you want. But again, when a card looks like this, I think, we just got to respect it. Because I think the card is absolutely incredible, absolutely elite. Good enough 3-ball, good speed. Dunking-wise is good. Defensively is good. Again, release-wise, it's on very quick. We'll have to see what that ultimately looks like. Now to our Galaxy Opals. Myles Turner, center power forward, 94 3-ball, 88 speed. Great defender. Myles Turner on very quick. For everybody out there that's wanted a budget center for a very long time, here you go. Obviously, great at the power forward position as well. But Myles Turner at that center position is your best budget center in the game. He is. And I know he's somewhat undersized compared to some of the other guys. But this card is elite, guys. I wish his speed was maybe slightly higher, but everything else Myles Turner does at an elite level. I think this card is so good in this game. And the best part about it is he's a Galaxy Opal, so he's not going to be crazy expensive. People are going to ask me, Ty, is he better than Roy Hibbert? My initial answer would be yes. I obviously don't know because I haven't, used this card yet. But my initial answer for Myles Turner would be yes. This card looks so good on this game. Keegan Murray up next. See what the card gets into. Keegan Murray on very quick. Keegan leaner, debug dribble style. Card looks okay, but honestly, I think Larry Nance Jr. looks just as good, if not better, statistically wise. Now, obviously, Keegan's 3-ball is higher. Obviously, Keegan badge-wise might be slightly better. But I just don't think he looks great, especially for a Galaxy Opal. I wish the defense looked way better than it does. Jordan Clarkson up next. First thing I noticed for Clarkson is the fact that the guy does have a 93 3-ball, 6'5" point guard. Like, those couple of things check out. 96 speed, that checks out. Defensively, actually not bad for Jordan Clarkson. What does that release look like this year? I don't know. Debug dribble style. It's one of those things. I need to see what all of these releases look like before I, gas them. And it's one of those things I don't like even looking at them in play now, because a very quick release looks way different than a release on normal timing. Maybe not looks, but can feel way different. But Clarkson doesn't look bad for a budget point guard option. Desmond Bane up next. Here's the problem with Desmond Bane. The release is going to be a problem. I love Desmond Bane in real life. Like, I love him. I think, he plays the game the right way. He's really good. Obviously, in this game, he's only a 6'5" shooting guard. At least he's not 6'4" like he has been in the past. 6'5" shooting guard. Obviously, he can have that wide player build because he's Desmond Bane and the dude is massive. But to me, I don't know. I don't think the release is going to be great. He's had a broken release in the past, and I just don't think he's going to be great for a Galaxy Opal. So Galaxy Opal so far, you got Myles Turner and a bunch of mid players. Podziemski up next, 96 3-ball, 94 speed. Defensively looks solid. Looks like a balanced point guard. Podziemski, I'm very quick. Pro leaner. I think Pods is going to be okay. Do I wish he was taller? Slightly. I mean, yes, I wish he was taller, but at the end of the day, you got to take what you can get, and I do think Brandon Podziemski is going to be a really, really solid option on this game for you guys. Driving dunk only at an 80 is definitely something else that, you could be concerning, but Card's okay. I don't want to sit here and say, like, he's great. Card is okay on the game, but honestly, Opal-wise, I'm really only impressed with Myles Turner. Dark Matter's up next. Luol Deng up first here. Thing for me with Luol Deng is I felt like the last time I used Luol Deng, his release was a little bit baited. Like, if you go back to this diamond card, and I like Luol Deng, the Ed Davis base just felt baited. Sees the Donovan Mitchell base, so his old base, Oscar up run very quick, KD leaner, D5 dribble style, 6'9" at the small forward position. Luol Deng is incredible on this game, okay? I'm not saying that Luol Deng is going to be, the best small forward in the game, but he's going to be maybe the best affordable small forward in the game. I'm telling you, like, if you're looking for an affordable small forward, Luol Deng's going to be that man because he's got a 94 3 ball, 94 speed, 6'9", good release. I love what Luol Deng is going to give you guys on the floor. He is an absolute beast. ISO Joe Johnson up next. They changed the release, I believe. Oh, no, he still has that Brandon Ingram base. Okay, maybe it's not going to be bad, right? Maybe I'll try out Joe Johnson. 6'7", because the Brandon Ingram base isn't bad. 6'9" wingspan. BI, I'm very quick. Vince Upper. Norman Leaner. Jalen Green dribble style. I mean, I think he's going to be okay. I don't think he's going to be great, though. I think he's going to be fine, okay. I don't think Joe Johnson is going to be anything crazy on this game, though. Ja Morant up next. It's just tough. Like, I know they changed the dribble style stuff, but to me, it's just tough for Ja Morant because he's 6'2", and that's really it. Like, if you're 6'2" on this game, it's nearly impossible to run you. I mean, I hope Ja Morant gets healthy soon. Obviously, it's not going to matter in that series, but I don't know, man. Ja on this game, it's just not going to be great. Gordon Hayward up next. They needed to change something about Gordon Hayward. I mean, the release isn't great. Obviously, 6'7" at the 2 is okay, but Joe Johnson is way better than Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward stinks. If you get a Dark Matter, and it's Ja Morant or Gordon Hayward, I'm sorry. Ja actually might sell for something just because there are people out there that want to run Ja, but Gordon Hayward is just a card nobody really wants to run, and he's not good. Alex Sarr last up here, 7'1", 93 3 ball, 89 speed. Defensively looks really solid. Rebounding wise looks solid. Driving dunk looks solid here. Sarr base on very quick. I think that's the big thing for me is Sarr's base wasn't bad, but it did need to be sped up, so it's on very quick. Normal 2 leaners fine. Rush dribble style. I think this card is really good. People are saying it's a hidden opal. I get what people are saying, right? He's a hidden opal. Like, if you compare him stat-wise to Myles Turner, I give it to you, right? Because statistically, Myles Turner might be better. But the one thing about Alex Sarr is this. He is 7'1", okay? And so you can't hide those things. Like, if you're 7'1", that obviously needs to be talked about. And with a decent release, I think Alex Sarr is still going to be good. Obviously, yes, he is a hidden opal, especially if you compare his stats to Luol Deng, but the card's really good. Cade Cunningham up next. Again, 100 overall is going to have every, stat in the game maxed, every badge in the game basically matched. Max Cade base and very quick. Doesn't see a leaner. That's what I wanted to know for Cade Cunningham. Was the card going to get a leaner or not? He doesn't, which in my opinion means Cade Cunningham is not the best point guard in the game. D-Book dribble style, Cade base. Honestly, I don't even think he's top 3 or 4. No leaner on the card. Hurts him big time. Anthony Davis up next. Needed a change release. He didn't get it. AD is not great either. I mean, again, the card's 100 overall, so max stats, max badges. But again, it's just not good. Like, AD is not good. I'm sorry, he's not good. I want to see what people say about Cade. He doesn't have a leaner. Like, taking Caruso over him, okay, you're gassing it. But I'm being honest. Cade, AD, they're not worth buying for you guys. They're not. Then you see Invincible Dr. J up last. John Wall base, Rudy Upper on very quick. Pro 2 leaner, Garland dribble style, Francis size up. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can say bad about it. I mean, the card is elite. Kemba escape. I mean, there's just, again, not a whole lot you can say negative. Shade cross. Dr. J is going to be elite. The thing about it is, like, and I will stand by this, is I still don't think the difference between this Dr. J and this Dr. J is worth 7 million coins, right? Whereas, like, with Giannis, right, if you look at the Invincible Giannis, compare him to the Pink Diamond Giannis, Okay, there's a way bigger difference here. So that's the one thing I will continue to stand by. Obviously, Invincible Dr. J is your best shooting guard in the game. Maybe outside of like KD, like, are you taking him over KD? I think that's a debate to be had, right? And even T-Mac, I think it's still a debate to be had. KD is 6'10", like I still probably am taking KD. I think it's close though, right? I think it is close and something that should at least be talked about. But the Shea moving crossover on Dr. J obviously is helpful. For me, with this drop, I don't think it's a drop that people need to be spending a bunch of money on. Like, Dr. J's cool, but he's not Giannis. The 100 overalls aren't great. Dark matters. The guys you want, Alex Sarr, Luol Deng, aren't going to be that overpriced. And Galaxy Opal Myles Turner, in my opinion, is the card that I'm most excited about. So, for me, even if I did open packs on a consistent basis, this is not a drop that I'm really in love with. That's going to wrap it up. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.